Okay, I just read it. Yo, combine, yo. Combine, yo. Combine, yo. Every time I get nervous, I forget to turn on the mic. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Apex Review. Combine, yo. Adeline Ella, welcome to the stream. Kim Topus, yo. So we will. This is a new session. I'm trying. This will be a Apex review. I'll be reviewing the game that I played on stream, and this month, we will be doing No Straight Roads. Okay. Oh, I'm super nervous. Let's go. Let's check out the trailer. So NSR is a hold on. So No Straight Roads was a I mean, I played it, and it is a action adventure game.
But there's nothing we can do about it.
It's Malaysian made. It's done by Metronomic. It's their first game, and for a game that, you know, the first game, I think it's very well done, and I enjoyed the game very much. Trailer
First, they rejected us.
So
Then, they denied our right to rock out. This is wrong.
I hate to say this, but I think you might be onto something.
I was testing the volume.
We're gonna rock onwards with all that we've got. Are you with me?
To the very end.
We fight for the little guys!
Wait. I got so many layers here. Wow. That is cool. Okay, let's go to number 1. Gameplay. Ooh, I think it's a bit off screen. Okay, that works. Okay, so NSR gameplay is a action adventure style similar to Kingdom Hearts. So whether the gameplay is fun or not, I think the gameplay is fun. So because I am a rhythm music gamer as well, to play the game, you don't really need the. It's not like playing Osu or playing Muse Dash. You don't have to be very good in hearing music, but the boss does attack based on the beat, so it is important that you know you are able to hear certain beats. The game does have a special options to let you see the beat. You can see the beat on visually. The problem with the gameplay that I have though is the boss difficulty isn't very chronological order. So like you can get the game starts with DJ Subatomic Supernova, and he's a little bit quite okay level, and then you go to the next stage, which is Sayu, which is actually pretty hard. And after Sayu, you get to play against Ten, and Ten was relatively easy. So it depends on like the music as well, whether it's easy to figure out the beat or not. Mm, yeah, so and if you're able to know the music, and if you're able to know what you're supposed to do during the music, it's actually gets pretty easy. But if you don't, it's gonna be quite difficult and quite you're gonna have to brute force the game. The biggest problem with the game though is the camera is sometimes bad, just bad. So sometimes the game locks the camera, sometimes it limits the camera, and you really can't do anything about it. Sometimes you won't be able to figure out which direction you are. Yeah, so that's why the gameplay is a little bit difficult in that sense. On a harder difficulty though, yeah, I recommend you to play on a harder difficulty because the boss attack becomes a lot more music aligned. So that means that every beat becomes becomes some sort of attack by the boss. So I do recommend that you replay the game on harder difficulty. Muse Dash, but next level, I guess. Yes. It does feels like you have to hit according. Actually, it's the other way around. You have to dodge based on the music. You can hit the enemy. You can attack on anyhow you like. So, which is why I feel like they could have played on that premise further. On to the next one. I'm going a little bit too fast, is it? Oh well. Oh, I forget to turn off my phone again. Okay, so the next one is the graphics. The graphics to me is acceptable. Hold on. Yeah. So in terms of graphics, the graphic is like very stylized. So it's not like realistic at all. It doesn't try to be realistic. And a lot of the characters, the 2D aesthetic is a lot different than the 3D one. And you can see like a lot of JoJo poses. Yeah. But great mix of color and contrast. So they really do play a lot with colors. And what I like the most is the contrast. Like it does have a lot of dark and bright as well. Districts are very well designed. The districts, especially the Sayus district, is very well designed. But too bad, you don't really use the district much other than to collect the energy quasar. The animation, as you can see from the video behind me, is actually it's okay, it's good, but it's barely like enough variety. It's good, it's enough to get the job done, but yeah, like sometimes you can see that it's snappy, or sometimes it's like just repetitive downright. What is unforgettable, what really brings the score down though, is like during the ending, you were able to see some unfinished 3D model. It feels like it wasn't modeled for the ending. I feel like the ending was rushed, and they just used up what they can, and then they didn't realize like the model wasn't built for the ending like that. So if they were a bit more careful about it, I would have given it a beautiful rating. Heck, sweet. Let's go to the next one. Audio. So the audio is the bread and butter of the game. The game was designed for the music. So if they don't do good here, I think the game failed. So thankfully, the game did very well in this term. It delivers very well between the rock and the EDM. What I'm talking about is like during the fight, the music will switch from rock and EDM, and you won't even notice the switch. It transitions very well. Like every time you beat the boss, or maybe you pass through a certain phase, it will switch to rock, and if you don't look at the metronome on top, you won't even notice it. So in terms of audio, I think they did very well, and I really am amazed how they managed to direct the audio. Whoever is in charge of the audio, I guess, is like very well. They know what they're doing, and able to communicate well with the designer. In other things, like there's also like different languages, especially for Sayus stage. I think it's probably only Sayus stage. So there's a different vocal for Sayus stage. So that's a very nice thing to add on top of a very good music. In terms of the voice actor, the English voice actor, I think it's a mix of local and international voice acting, and you can see Malaysian local accent from the English, as my English does. But it does give like a uniqueness to the game. And then you have the Japanese voice actor. The Japanese voice actor are like high profile voice actors. They did their job very well. My only problem with that is that the lip sync is not designed for the Japanese voice, so that's why it probably got a bit off. But all in all, like I really enjoyed the Japanese run, the Japanese voice acting run. So if you love music and you want to play a game based on music, then this is definitely the game that you want to try. Next one. Story. So the story for NSR is very straightforward. It's kind of like reading a children's storybook. It's easy. Yeah, it's easy. Storytelling is kept short and simple. Main story felt a bit childish at time, but it works. So it works well enough. But like if you look further, each of the boss history is very well written and very well designed, and you can see each of the boss story throughout the stages, the story from the items, but they are all unlocked after beating the boss multiple times. It's not part of the main story. So if you just play the main story and you don't play the game anymore, you probably missed out on all of the details of the boss. Yeah, so make sure to play the game a few times and collect all the collectibles. I want to add about the audio. Sometimes the way they talk in another language, it doesn't fit with the mouth moving. Yeah. This because lip syncing is one of the most I want to say it's not a tough job. It's a chore. It's something that takes time. So like if they wanna like cut the production short, they'll probably cut out the lip syncing. You don't need to be sorry about your English. I understand well what you mean. Yep, so that was the story. I'm really going way too fast. Next. Time. So in terms of time, what I'm talking about is like how long it takes to clear the game. It takes about 6 hours for me to clear the game the first time. I got stuck a little bit at the final boss. There was something unclear about the final boss, but it has been cleared. The issue has been cleared by the game designer. On my second run, I managed to finish it in about 4 hours and 40 minutes. So that's roughly 5 hours. And there are multiple different difficulties for each boss and also different song type. So it's definitely a good idea to go back and play the game again. Sometimes like I feel like want to play a certain boss fight, so I will just run the game and immediately go to fight that certain boss. So what do I think about the game? I did enjoy the game a lot, and I felt like the game communicate well what it wants to be. It is fairly simple to play, but if you play towards the harder game, then it kind of forces you to parry and listen to the music a lot more. So I wish that the game allows you to choose a difficulty from the start. I felt like the harder difficulty is a lot more fun to play with. But then again, I do notice like a lot of people get stuck on the game. So it's very hard to determine whether you would enjoy the game or not. Especially if you're not familiar with music games, you might have a bit of a trouble. So I recommend that if you're not sure about that, go ahead to Epic Game Store and get the demo. The demo is free, so and it does the Yinu boss fight, and you'll be able to tell whether you will enjoy the game or not from that one boss fight. So what's my verdict for this game? It's worth it. What does worth it means? It means that it's okay to buy the game at full price if you can afford it. It has a bit of bump here and there, so the game has a bit of bugs. The game has a little bit of problems, especially the camera part, and maybe you might get stuck here and there. But overall, you will enjoy the gameplay. You will notice the details that they have towards the story building is pretty nice, and you will love the villains. I do love Sayu a lot. Sayu is so cute. Yeah, and you definitely need to enjoy the music with this game. If you're not a person to like enjoy music that much, then you probably won't enjoy this game in the first place. Sayu kawaii, yeah, Sayu magic kawaii. Thank. So it's definitely worth it. I hope you all will give it a try. In terms of as a streamer, whether is it a good game to stream? It does have good story. I mean, the story is simple, but it is pretty good, and it's quite entertaining to see the boss and the fights. Yeah, but you might get stuck, and that might be a bit of a problem. Not only that, earlier on you might get stuck because of if you're unable to hear the music and correlate it with the attack, then you'll probably get stuck early on like that. But after a while you will get used to it and you'll probably get clear. But on the final boss though, it's unclear like what is the problem if you get stuck there. I'm trying to make a spoiler-free review, so I can't really tell what exactly is the problem. But I tell you, the game was designed like that, and if you get stuck, it just means you're not doing something right. Yes, so I would definitely recommend it on the full price. But if you can't get it, maybe wait for some discount. And but it's definitely something that you want to have in your you want to play it and finish it once or twice.
The age of rock.
Okay, so wow, I managed I finished it within 30 minutes. Oh my god, I thought I was able to at least make it 60-minute streams. Yes. I cleared the game twice. I cleared the game on English and Japanese voiceover. I really enjoy my playthrough. Even on the second time, I enjoy it like just like I played the first time. The story, you might miss Zook's background story, so be careful.
Then they denied our right to rock out. This is wrong.
I hate to say this, but I think you might
It's
be
okay,
on.
you're trying your best. Good job. Arigatou gozaimasu.
We're gonna rock on
Yeah, so this is like a new series that I wanna try.
for the little guys.
I'll definitely only review games that I finish on stream.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I like the DJ West rap. Oh yes, DJ West rap was amazing, and I missed the second and third stage on my first run. I only noticed that like on the second gameplay. Wow. Yeah, and it also highlight a lot of background story for Zook. What I'm quite sad about is that there wasn't much background story on Mayday. So I would like to know more about Mayday and the story. Does the game warrants a sequel? I think it has a potential to have a sequel. If they wanna do that, then I think they would do a much better job than the first one. I mean, they would have learned everything from it. Oh yeah, like where's the Mayday EDC? Yeah. So especially Mayday's passion, like where does Mayday get her passion and all that, and we can clearly see like Zook is like the opposite of Mayday. Zook, and it's like a very unlikely pair. So I do hope like there's chance for this game to get a sequel, and I would like to support it if they do. But it's quite unlikely. I think Metronomic currently still want to try out what they can do. So I'm guessing their next project will probably be something completely different. Oh yeah, the design of the boss is also cool. Like look at DJ Supernova. He's wearing shorts. Yeah, but the 3D model of like the characters, as like if you can see the DJ Supernova, like certain parts are very well done, very well. The rendering is actually done very well, but like the character is quite blocky. Yeah, DJ Supernova with Galaxy Team, the theme of each bosses are done very well. Even the story, like it just works very well, which really surprises me, and I love it so much. Only in terms of gameplay, like it doesn't really speak to you instinctively. The user experience for the gameplay is pretty not easy, I guess. Yeah, but once you figure out like how everything works, things will get much easier. Yep, that's about it for Apex, the first Apex review. Let me just get back to NS.
The age of rock is over. That's where you're wrong. The power of rock is
Ooh. There, I got so many layers for this stream. Yep, yeah, that's one. Hi, so sorry, Toyowake de. Thank you for coming. Next week I will be playing a new game. I will play a game called Bullets Per Minute. It's another music game, music action game. So please look forward to it. And with that, I take my leave. Yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to my review. Thanks for your comment. Your skare, your yasumi. Ariga, thanks, and bye bye. Music FPS, yes, it's a music FPS, and this time you have to shoot on the beat. So I'm really looking forward to that game. Anything also on beat, yes, even the reload. So like the whole game will make it looks like you're making a new music. How about yo yo? The stream is kinda ending, so sorry. I was planning to make this like a 1 hour stream, but I managed to talk everything out within 30 minutes. Oh well, I will continue to improve myself. The background I rendered myself, and I felt like I struggled with many ideas, so I ended up with a very simple background. I'll continue to improve the background with more things. So yeah, I won't be doing Apex review that often. My bad, the Italian Navy just reminded me. No problem, there's always the archive. But then again, the review is probably only if you're interested to play the game, I guess. Yeah. Thank you for coming. See you all next time on probably Monday. Yes, correct. Yes, me. Bye bye.